Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of my new series, PvM Pro, that I introduced a few days ago, and now here with the first episode. So in this episode, like every first episode, I'm going to be introducing the series, going over rules and basically the idea behind it, as well as introducing my first few goals and milestones, because that's basically what this series is going to be, is a bunch of goals and milestones that I work for to work up to become better at PvM, because I've got a ways to go in this game. So anyway, so as you can see in the background, I am doing Nightmare Zone. This is currently my third all-time trip, and I'm not great at it, but I've got the basic idea down now, and I have about 300,000 points. I'm going to have to buy some more overloads soon, but right now I'm getting 53k XP an hour, which is the fastest I've averaged anywhere else, and that's without a spec weapon and without like Darox or anything like that. And I'm currently training defense. I have reached 68 and I am 35k off of 69, and I will be getting 70 in this run unless something really bad happens or I have to leave for whatever reason. So that is my first goal in this series, is to get 70 defense, and I will be buying a Guthun set. I've saved up the money, sold a few things to get it. And so I may have to craft a few nats to get the last little bit of money, but I can't afford it, and I will be getting that, which will be very nice because obviously Guthun's allows me to heal. It'll be great for Slayer. I won't have to prayer flick as much. Yeah, so it is about 9 mil for the set, I believe, so it's not cheap, and 7 mils from the spear. For whatever reason, the spear is the most expensive. So yeah, I will be getting that, and that will be my first goal. Should be easy to complete now that I'm camping Nightmare Zone, getting some points, things like that. So next up, for my next goal that I'm going to be doing after that, is I'm working on a black Salamander for Barrows, because it's a very cheap way to do mage, and it also hits pretty good and all that. And for that, I need 70 range and 70 mage, and I'm only 1 mage level off and 4 range levels off. And the range levels I will be getting through various Slayer, and eventually I might do some training. But for now, I actually have a Blue Dragons task, and I'll probably range those. I got the new naive Slayer Master, and ever since she's given me awful tasks, I've had to cancel my first 2. So that's why I'm doing Nightmare Zone right now. I'd rather be slaying, but I can't. For whatever reason, she won't give me a good task, so I have to do this to train my defense. And then for the mage, it's going to take me, I haven't noted this, about 12,003 or 1,203 superheat cast. I'm going to be doing iron ore, which I will be losing a bit of money, but I do have some pure essence in my bank, and I'll probably craft the nats on my own instead of buying them. Or if I get lazy, I'll just buy them. It'll cost me about 450k, I calculated. And then I'll probably take the iron bars and make them into knives for range training or whatever. I currently have about 3k iron knives as it is, but the smithing XP is always nice. So yeah, and once I get that, I'll be able to do barrows pretty effectively. I'll go in with my Guthuns, and that I'll probably bring stun runes. I think, let's see, snare holds for 10 seconds. Pretty good amount of time. And then I won't have to use prayer on them and everything. It'll be a lot cheaper, a lot easier, a lot more fun, and all that good stuff. So lastly, I have one more goal to start off in this episode, and now I don't think I'll necessarily be getting all these done in this episode. I might, which would be pretty cool, but I may not. And that is to get a Nezi. I have all the requirements for Fremnik Isles. I've completed Fremnik Trials, and I can't show you them right now because I'm in combat. But Fremnik Isles right there, I've completed Trials, and I had to do a bunch of agility and woodcutting for that. So all I have left is to do the quest, and I can get my Nezi, which I will be using. I would be useful here since it has its prayer bonus and everything. But since I don't have it yet, I have to use the fighter hat, which is very useless. So anyways, once I get that, I'll be using that at Barrows as my helm for part of the time when not using my Guthuns and everything. So So it's been far too long, but finally I am under 500 XP from 70 defense, which is very, very, extremely very nice. I've been camping the Nightmare Zone, and I must say XP here is very nice with the overloads. I'm getting about 53k an hour, and I'm also at about 600,000 points, so if I wanted to now, I could enchant either a ring or a black mask, but I won't be doing either of those because right now I don't have enough money for a ring, and there it is, yay, 70 defense. So, and I also don't want to enchant a black mask when I'm about to upgrade to a Slayer Helm. So, unfortunately, 4 minutes on the overload. It'll kind of get wasted, but I won't be coming back here for a while, probably. I'm going to be trying to do some more training from a Slayer, and I guess I'll go ahead and put that on Lash and train shared. But anyways, I am now going to go look for a seller, trying to get me some Guthans. I've saved up my money, and I have enough to get it, and I'm looking real forward to getting that for some Slayer, because obviously it's very nice, although it is a bit pricey, but it's been stable for a while, so I'm not too worried about it falling in price or anything like that. So yeah, after this I will be training strength. I won't be training it where like I come to Nightmare Zone and train, but when I'm doing Slayer and stuff, I'll be doing it with my Sarah sword again until I get my strength up, and then once I get a little bit more money, I'll be working on 75 attack for a God sword, and after that it'll probably be all strength because I've unlocked every item for defense of the game. I believe. I don't think there's anything above 70. Nothing useful that I know of, anyways. So, as far as my knowledge goes, I don't need to train that anymore. Strength, higher hit, the better. So I'll be training that. And so yeah, so now I'm gonna go find a buyer, look for a buyer or seller for Guthans, and then work on my other goals I set earlier. And yeah, so this is very nice. 70 defense. Been waiting for it forever. So this guy posted selling Guthans for 9 mil, which was 400k cheaper than the other offers I saw, and I jumped right on that. Guthans helm, plate body, Guthans chain skirt, and war spear. Very nice. So I'll go ahead and delete him just so my friends list doesn't get too piled up. We'll see how it looks, and unfortunately I'm on World 1 and it's very crowded here, so I'm going to be hopping in a second, but let's bank all that. Boom, 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 boom. Let's run up here so I can see what she looks like. Alright, way too many people up here. Doesn't look that good, but you know, it's very useful, so kind of looks like tassets on the bottom, but what is this guy doing? Either way, I have my Guthans. Very nice, and yeah, so we'll go work on some other Gainz, but it's very nice to have this for any slaying, anything I do in the future, be able to heal. Very nice. So now that I have my Guthan set, instead of being a normal person and going out and using it, I decided I'd work more on my goals, and now I am superheating iron ore, and this is actually very good XP. It's about 90k XP an hour. And right now, with the way I did it by doing iron, I'm actually losing a decent amount of money. But if you find the right ores, you can actually make money. I'm also getting like 25k smithing XP an hour as well. So it's really good for multitasking. And so I have about 900 more casts of this to do before I get 70 mage, and then I will be done with that. I have the perfect amount of iron ore to get the level, and then when I get some free time, I'll probably craft these iron bars into knives, or else I'll just sell them because I really don't need to train smithing. I don't think I don't really think there's any quests that I'm going to be doing soon that require smithing. So for now, I'm just going to be doing this because it's actually fairly enjoyable. It's much faster than alching, and while it is slightly more expensive, I'm enjoying it more. So if I'd been doing steel bars, it'd be a bit slower, but it would I would actually be profiting like 10 GP a bar. So anyways, so yeah, I'm going to continue doing this until I get 70, and I screwed up there. And yeah, so then I'll probably work on range next because I have a Blue Dragon Slayer task. If not, we'll see, but whatever, and we'll get it going. So it's been probably about an hour, maybe a little bit under that, and I am almost done getting 70 mage. I have about 22 more ores to smelt, and then we're done. So this was actually really good, good method for me. Other than the cost of iron, I'm losing like 80 GP per bar after if I were to sell these bars back. And the problem I thought of is that every other bar to make requires multiple separate types of ores to make. So this probably isn't a great method for me going on, but for now it served me pretty well because it was fast and easy. And now I've got about 1.2k iron bars. I guess I can do whatever I want with. No clue what I'm going to do with them, but I'll figure it out. Check prices and everything like that. So, and more importantly, we have 70 mage. Oh my god, I keep screwing up. And that just gives me 70 range, and I will have a black salamander. And why does it keep screwing up for me? There we go, 70 mage and earth wave. Cool. So I actually got 3 too many, but whatever. We'll just do that. It's because of the tellies I use. So now I guess I'll go do range since that is my Slayer task. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really feel like doing from the Giles right now, but I'll probably do that later. So lastly, guys, to wrap up this first episode, I'm here at the Nightmare Zone getting what is pretty much the most OP Magic XP in the game. I'm sitting here barraging with these guys at the Nightmare Zone doing the Rumble, and all these runes are completely free of charge for me. I picked them up on these spawns over here. Don't know why there's like magic, whatever things here. And the only runes I paid for was the fire runes, but all these runes are completely free, and with the points I'm getting, I'll be able to fund these prayer potions. If you aren't sure of this method, they're nerfing it soon, so be sure to check a YouTube guide of it, because the word of it has gotten out, and Jagex is I've heard 12 days is when they're going to be nerfing it with the next Slayer update is what I've heard. So you might as well get in there and get some good mage XP while you can. And for me, I'm going to be staying here until at least 80. I'll be doing this quite a bit for the next while because of the fact that they're nerfing it, and I'd like to get 80 so I can do charge for solo Rex and things like that, maybe even higher. I'll see. But right now, Orion is currently down. A lot of its functions are down, such as the overlays that are supposed to go with the mini-map and the XP counter and everything, so I have to do this the old-fashioned way, but hopefully they'll be fixing that soon. But until then, for the next probably hour and a half, I'm in here at the Nightmare Zone. I think this one guy said he has to leave, but these guys are both really nice and laid back, and I appreciate it, helping me out as a beginner here. So I'm going to continue getting this amazing magic XP and amazing points too. Until it's my time to lure like this guy. I wonder how that's going to go. But anyways, that's going to wrap up this episode. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Drop a like if you're enjoying this new series. Leave some comments maybe for some goals you'd like to see me work on in the next episode. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I'll continue getting these magic gains.